Hi everybody, I'm doing another late night video for some ungodly reason. This is a topic that freaks me out. I was up doing research for a project that I'm doing in school about the interaction between human and the blue whale. So I started doing research on other stuff, and this topic is something that really terrifies me, and I had to experience it, and it's not good. It's absolutely terrible, and it's frightening, and it left me feeling very terrified, scared. I'm still a little bit shaken up by what I had to see. And it's been, Tuesday morning, last Tuesday morning, so it's been, a little bit more than a week now, and I can't get it out of my head because it was so terrible. First, I guess I'll go ahead and tell you what I saw when it happened to me, and then we'll go through the rest of the understanding about sleep paralysis. Okay, so my little nightmare, whatever, keep in mind that I've told you that my stress levels have gone up, my anxiety's gotten worse, and my depression has gotten worse. So, I've been kind of high-strung lately, and I believe that that's one of the reasons why this happened. So I was in bed, and I was sleeping, and I don't remember this dream, this nightmare that woke me up, but I woke up and I was panicked, and I was so upset, and I was so scared. No idea why. Don't remember the dream at all. Just know that it was like boom in reality. But that's not the part that got me. I mean, that sucked, but it was nowhere close to what actually happened, What happened is when I woke up from that, I was like, oh, get my head wrapped around it. I was like, calm down, go back to bed. Because I woke up, my heart was pounding. I was, I don't know why. But when I started getting myself to calm down and go back to bed, I remember sitting up in my bed for a little bit, and I remember I was about to go lay down, and somewhere in between me thinking that I'm laying down, starting to lay down, still sitting up but starting to lay down, and that time that I actually hit the pillow, somewhere in between there my body turned off again before I actually was asleep, and this caused me to have a hallucination. My hallucination, it came from a black shadowy figure. This is terrible. I hate it so much because I can freaking see it in my head, and it's torture. It was this black shadowy figure, and it stuck its head into my doorway, slammed the wall, yelled hey, and its eyes turned red. So I woke up and I was flipping out from that, and I turned on the light right away, and I was like, because it seemed like it was so real. It was right there, and right when it happened, I could hear the wall get pounded. I could, it was so, when they yelled hey, I could feel it in my bones, the shaking, So when I woke up, I turned on my lights. I went through my apartment like, what the fuck was that? Because I wasn't completely there yet, I just know that I was trying to wake up from this thing that yelled hey, and started to proceed towards me, and I was like, freaking do something, body, do something, do something, do something. Then all of a sudden, boom, and I was up. And I'm not talking like I woke up. No, I snapped. My body snapped, and I was standing up in a split second, because my body finally turned on, and I was just up. So that had me really freaked out. And that's not even the end of it. So I kind of, got up for a little bit, and and I had my frustration, and I had to calm myself down because it felt so real. So I was sitting in my bed, and my light was still on because I wasn't actually planning on going to sleep at all. And I laid down on my side because my brain was still racing. But again, somehow my body just turned off again, and that figure this time was in the room. It was right by my doorway, and it grabbed my ankle and started pulling me off the bed. And I was freaking out again because I could feel it. I could feel the bed moving from underneath me. I could feel my ankle hurting, and there was nothing I could do about it. I was scared, and I was yelling. I know I was yelling. When I finally snapped out and came to, I was still yelling, and my ankle was still hurting, and my leg was off the bed. So I am having a hard time getting over that. I understand it. I understand why sleep paralysis happens. I understand, the thoughts behind it, and I understand that when your body's stressed out, stuff happens, the chemicals in your body, I understand that. I understand that completely. But to be there for the first time having this, and being so vulnerable and having no control over what's going on, but knowing that whatever it is has you and you cannot move, it's terrifying. And I'm still having a hard time with it. And that right there, when that happened, I think it was the next day, I was thinking to myself, I was like, I need to change some stuff in my life because I am way too stressed out and I am way too strung out to be dealing with shit right now. So that's where I started, changing stuff up. Now, since we talked about what happened to me and why I haven't been really sleeping lately, because let's talk about what forms it comes in. Sleep paralysis, it can come into, there's three main things that they discuss, and it's an intruder, an incubus, or feeling like you're floating, like you're floating, you're awake, your eyes are moving, but not really knowing where you are. Vestibular motor disorientation. There you go. I can remember things. So you have one, the intruder, which I'm pretty sure that's what mine was. Two, you have the incubus. Two, you have the incubus, which is said to be, I don't want to say demon or mythical, maybe mythical. And what happens is that the incubus will lay next to a woman in a bed, and sexuality will happen that deteriorates the health of the woman. And the opposite for men is the succubus. And that's just what they understand. As far as the disorientation, it's like you're either floating above your own body, or you can see everything around you, but you're not you. You're not whole. So as you fall asleep, you hit a REM sleep, which is rapid eye movement, or a paradoxal or a desynchronized state where your muscles turn off. Then you wake back up a little bit, you go into a REM sleep, your eyes are moving, you're starting to dream because you're starting to come back together. And when your brain hits the power first before the muscles, that's when you get stuck in that limbo state of sleep paralysis. This can happen as you're going to sleep, like it did with me, and this can happen as you come out of sleep. Either way, it sucks. So, one thing that is common with like the intruder or like a demon part is if you're sleeping on your back, it'll feel like almost like the demon is sitting on your chest, strangling you. And like what I went through, even though I felt like the intruder was here, I still felt like I couldn't breathe, like I could not get oxygen. But the demon that sits on your chest and strangles you, there's even been there's been people that record of them actually seeing a demon. Like there's been people reported seeing a demon sitting right there face to face choking them, and that's no. Things that can lead, see, I'm in my second room and my bathroom's right there, and I have a wild imagination and I'm stressed out and I keep on seeing darkness out of my left eye here. So like I'm still edgy about it and I'm still feeling like something's there. So it's freaking awesome. I can't turn that off. It's scary, it really is, because like now I just have issues with doorways, especially like when I'm trying to go to sleep in my bed. I'm gonna move my entire apartment around. I'm gonna change up everything just because the fact that it haunts me. It is like in my mind 24/7 now, and it is freaking killing me. This makes situations like nightmares or just fear 1,000 times worse, because every part of you that realizes that it's a nightmare or that you're in a scary situation, your imagination and your emotions play into that. And when you're at a high amount like I am, the hallucination state that you go into feels that much more real. And now since that happened to me, I don't feel like I'm alone in my own apartment, and that's freaking creepy. So like I said, it's probably about 36% of the population between the age of 25 and 44 will experience sleep paralysis, or you could just say, like 4 in 10 people will do it. And a lot of people only have it like once in their lifetime. Then there's others that have it repeatedly, and it's something that builds up. Factors that can be like that is like if you have migraines, or if you have narcolepsy, if you change your sleep schedule, or if you're not getting a full 6 to 8 hours of sleep at night, it can start to happen. Or additional stress, anxiety, depression, it can add to it, which not only can this come from anxiety, depression, and stress, but that has a huge effect on your body anyways. So you have to go through steps to try to calm your brain down, to calm your inner peace. You have to meditate, you got to do breathing exercises, you have to find the center, and you need to focus. Um, little lecture there. In Romeo and Juliet, okay, so like sleep paralysis has been around forever, and it's been described in different ways. In Romeo and Juliet, there was a character, the dirty old hag, that was considered one of the demons. You have Peter Pan. He would fight his demons. He would fight with the demons, and that would be another representation. The background of it, the person that came up with the idea actually had issues of sleep paralysis, and they reported the demon and the intruder, so they incorporated it into their writing. So it's it's been recorded a lot, and it's freaking terrible. So the bad thing is about, well, it's all bad honestly, because sleep paralysis sucks. But something that scares me, knowing that I've already had this episode and that it happened twice in one night, and I can't give you a time frame how long it took me to snap out of it. I don't know. It felt like forever, I'll tell you that, but literally I can't give you a specific time. Sometimes it can last a few seconds, it can last a couple minutes, it can even last for an hour or more. Personally, if mine lasted more than a couple minutes, I don't think I would be alive, because my heart was pounding, like my whole body hurt when I woke up because I was so stressed, and I was, gasping for air, and my ankle literally felt like there was somebody grabbing my ankle and pulling me off the bed. So I probably would have gone into a heart attack, because I don't know how my little heart handled that, because it's terrible. That's the thing, like, people that do this, it's completely real to them. If they say that the sleeping on the back, that'll bring the demon to sit on your chest and strangle you, that's your oxygen being cut off. And, sleep apnea can trigger it too. So you have all these things that are against you. And if you ever have sleep paralysis, I want to hear somebody else's story about sleep paralysis, because I love to study the brain and understand why the brain does what it does. I love that. But I never really thought that sleep paralysis was like a big deal until it did happen to me, and I was in that moment of terror. So, I know that other people have had this, so I would love to hear stories from other people, because it's something that fascinates me. As much as it does scare me, I still want to learn about it. Because the whole idea behind it, and plus with the way I think, because I think that there are, multiverse, and I think that there are, things that we can't explain. This even been said that this is related to aliens, and so there's just so many possibilities about this, and it shows you how much stress and anxiety, depression, and everything in your body works together. And if you're not eating right, if you're not exercising, if you're not, taking care of your body and being healthy, your body will start letting you know that it's not happy. And that this is just a way of it doing that. That was also brought up, that, it is the body warning. And You know, the more exercise you do, the better you eat right. Your body can send chemicals through the body. It can, you know, work better. Like the digestion system can go better and stuff like that. So it won't be backed up. It won't be struggling. And then, you know, you exercise and that helps you with your digestion, and it helps your body get tired. And that is also a good thing about sleep. You know, if your body is tired, if you're actually tired from doing stuff, sleep is a little bit more achievable. And what was it? One of the worst things that you can do is, like I've done this, is I've taken like my laptop to my bed, and you know, I've played around on that while I'm laying in my bed, or I'll play around on my cell phone. That's not the place for it. No, use the bed only as sleep. And you know, don't take naps in your bed throughout the day. Have your bed there for, you know, you're gonna go sleep. Because if you start introducing other things outside and you bring that into that location, your body is going to go into this mode of relating, you know, computer use with the bed. And then it's a big bunch of crap. That's like, you know, the same principle behind if you're chewing gum while you're studying for a test. Chew the gum while you're doing the test, because it'll link. Because the brain is amazing. The freaking human body is amazing, but the brain is what gets me. It's a beautiful thing. But I think I'm going to end up wrapping this up here really quick. If you can, please like, subscribe, comment, share. Sharing is a big part of this. I really do appreciate the people that do share these. It helps me. So, thank you so much, and I will talk to you later. Love you. Bye.